too, man. So Caitlin Clark shocked the world and appeared at the Nike studios. It's a bunch of clips that has come out of the pipeline. We finna react to them all, man. This is one right here. I think it's about 6 or 7 of them. Let's check it out.
So you see that jacket she's wearing? That's way more than just regular team gear. Nike doesn't create premium merchandise like this for just anybody. And what we're about to dive into reveals exactly how much faith this sportswear powerhouse has in Caitlin Clark, because even though she's kept a low profile since getting left off Team USA back in June 2024, Nike's been grinding behind closed doors. And this new footage straight from their Beaverton, Oregon campus shows something the WNBA better start taking seriously. Clark walking in there. That's the moment when you know you're witnessing something special.
Shoot basketball with a little mini ball. Now they did give her a mini basketball with her logo on it. She hit the shot. There we go. Look at Caitlin, man. So this is the basketball that they got for Caitlin Clark. Got her logo on it. They probably gonna start selling these too. I just love Caitlin Clark logo, man. It looked like a premium designer brand logo.
Check out that logo design, those interlocking CCs that had people drawing comparisons to luxury brands like Chanel and Gucci when it first surfaced. But here's the real story. Nike is cranking out basketballs, tote bags, cookies, and coffee cups. Every single item features that logo front and center. We're not talking about a simple shoe contract here. This is them building an entire lifestyle empire. And the massive scale of this investment shows you exactly what Nike thinks when they analyze Clark's commercial potential. The data supports their confidence. Iowa's TV numbers skyrocketed from 8,000 viewers during the 2022-23 season to 1.92 million in Clark's senior year. That's a ridiculous 257% jump. The Fever experienced similar explosions after selecting her #1 overall in April, with home crowds averaging 17,035 fans per game, compared to just 4,067 the year before. When playing away games, the Fever turned into the most popular attraction in WNBA history.
Challenge Caitlin Clark worldwide, man. She definitely is. It said promo material shown and given out during Caitlin Clark visit. I believe this is another clip, some more clips. Let me just go to the Caitlin Clark off-season page. Shout out to them. I don't know who run this account. They do a damn good job, man. They don't give enough credit. Caitlin Clark off-season source. It could be somebody connected to Caitlin. We don't know who run this Twitter account, but shout out to them. Just like shout out to the person that runs the Caitlin Clark style account too.
Now look at how they transformed their entire facility. Nike's women's basketball headquarters in Beaverton received the complete CC makeover. Specially designed court backdrops featuring her logo, branded refreshments everywhere, commemorative basketballs with her autograph. This is the exact same treatment they gave Michael Jordan, and I'm not exaggerating with that comparison. Look back at Nike's track record with their biggest athletes. Jordan earned his own building and product line after proving he could sell merchandise and become a cultural phenomenon. LeBron James got identical treatment following his rookie deal, but Clark is receiving this royal treatment before completing even one full WNBA season, before capturing any championships, before earning a single All-Star selection. This means Nike isn't just responding to her achievements, they're betting on what's coming next. They're constructing the foundation for a partnership that could last 10 years, and choosing to host this event during the WNBA offseason, while Clark has stayed mostly under the radar, shows serious strategic thinking.
I think footage is still coming out, man. Let me try to refresh this real quick, because I still think it's footage still coming out from this event. Wow, look, it says Caitlin Clark logo, cookies to coffee to shooting in Duncan on CC logo backgrounds. Nike WHQ is dripped out with CC stuff. I ain't lying, man. We ain't seen nothing like this since Michael Jordan came, bro. Nike, like, people was feeling the type of way about Nike, man, but Nike is showing out for Caitlin, dog. I don't even think they did all this shit for LeBron. I just got
Now let's talk about what the Caitlin Clark offseason source account documented, and we need to examine these fan-operated tracking pages because they've become essential for understanding her cultural reach. These aren't official team social media accounts. These are independent creators who figured out early that Clark's offseason activities generate more buzz than most WNBA players create during actual competition. The Caitlin Clark offseason source and CC Style accounts together boast over 180,000 Twitter followers. They catalog every public appearance, every clothing choice, every brand collaboration, and they're breaking this content faster than mainstream sports journalism. That Nike headquarters footage, fan accounts shared it before ESPN even covered the story. This creates an incredible situation. Clark's brand exists somewhat independently from traditional sports media systems. She doesn't require SportsCenter features when fan accounts deliver content straight to her audience within minutes, and Nike obviously gets this, which explains why they welcome these content creators to film the headquarters experience.
Yeah, but for Caitlin Clark to be back at the Nike headquarters is legendary, bro. I just gotta be honest. Nike has definitely had their share of not doing nothing for Caitlin Clark. I'll be one of the first people to tell y'all, I feel as if Caitlin Clark, well, at first I thought Caitlin Clark wasn't getting the Nike treatment, but it looked like she really, really is. It says the most viewed teams before and after Caitlin Clark. Yeah, those are facts, bruh. One thing people can't say is that Caitlin Clark didn't transcend all of women's sports.
Watch her commanding presence surrounded by that CC logo backdrop, the dunking silhouettes, the high-end coffee service with personalized cups. This represents experiential marketing crafted specifically for social media sharing. Nike understood that every guest would photograph and post this content. They designed the entire event to go viral naturally, and their strategy worked perfectly. Within 6 hours of the initial footage appearing online, Caitlin Clark was trending on Twitter with more than 47,000 mentions. Instagram engagement on Nike women's basketball jumped 340% that same day. The free publicity exceeded what a conventional advertising campaign would have cost. But there's a more sophisticated strategy happening here. Nike has taken heat for their past treatment of female athletes. Allison Felix's public confrontation over maternity protections back in 2019 seriously hurt their reputation. The company needed a women's sports partnership that appeared genuine, not just for show. Clark offers exactly that chance. She appeals to different age groups and backgrounds. Her playing style connects with casual viewers. She doesn't carry any existing baggage, and most importantly, her supporters trend younger and stay more active on social media, exactly where Nike wants to establish dominance.
But yeah, guys, I'm trying to see if there's any more stuff that came out about Caitlin. I don't believe so. I believe that is it. But shout out to CC for breaking the damn internet in CC fashion. Doing what she do. What's this here? This new? Nah, I think this old. Caitlin Clark lost a lot of weight, bro. A lot of weight. Caitlin Clark fined $200 for a comment. That's old. Which, you know, I'm not trying to bag on her for her weight, which, like, she kind of lost a lot of muscle.
Now we have to discuss the obvious topic. Clark's appearance triggered instant discussions about her weight loss during this offseason. Several fan accounts and sports websites observed she appeared significantly leaner compared to her 2024 WNBA season look. Some viewed it as worrying, while others called it typical off-season training. But this exposes something crucial about the different scrutiny women athletes face. When male players arrive at training camp in improved condition, everyone celebrates their commitment. When women athletes' bodies change, it turns into a debate about their wellness, their focus, their connection to their sport. Clark competed in 40 regular season games for the Fever in 2020. She topped all rookies in scoring with 19.2 points per game while playing basketball's most physically demanding role. Point guards absorb contact, get grabbed, and fight through screens across 94 feet every single possession. That punishment adds up over time. So if she's spending the offseason adjusting her fitness approach, that's not a warning sign. That's being a professional. NBA stars routinely remake their physiques between seasons to extend careers or adapt to different responsibilities. Clark deserves identical respect and understanding.
Is it some type of event or meet and greet? Signed athletes come here a lot. We're investing a lot into her. We pray for times like these. Definitely correlation. Definitely pray for time like these. Hi, fan. So ridiculous. Meanwhile, on the same app. Hello, darling. Is these fake Caitlin Clark's accounts? Those gotta be fake Caitlin Clark accounts. Yeah, correlation seemed like she kind of took a break off Caitlin. Well, I don't know if it's a girl that run that account, but definitely sports jacket clears dudes.
Look at this interaction one more time. The Nike staff are treating her like established royalty, not some rookie athlete. That's completely intentional. Nike is sending a message to the entire sports industry that they see Clark as a once-in-a-generation investment, not just a popular temporary signing, and their merchandise approach backs this up. That high-end jacket you see in the footage isn't even available for purchase yet. Nike is building scarcity and exclusivity around Clark's brand identity. When those products finally drop, probably right before the 2025 WNBA season starts, they'll disappear from shelves instantly because Nike has spent months creating this anticipation. This matches exactly what they did with Jordan's early signature shoes: limited drops, strategic celebrity placement, organic social media excitement, then a massive product launch when demand hits its peak. Clark's signature shoe, which Nike hasn't officially confirmed but is allegedly being developed for a 2025 launch, will benefit enormously from this preparation. The financial logic is crystal clear. Women's basketball footwear and clothing represents one of the fastest expanding areas in athletic retail. Sales jumped 37% from 2022 to 2024 based on NPD Group retail tracking information. Clark's ability to attract both serious basketball players and casual fans puts her in position to grab market share across multiple segments.
Like Caitlin Clark has definitely shut down the internet once again. I want to know y'all thoughts down in the comment section right now. And as Caitlin Clark continue to make her rounds from now until the start of the season, we will be tracking. And until next time, man, shake the haters off.
But what this Nike headquarters event truly symbolizes goes deeper than a simple photo session or standard sponsor meeting. It's the public reveal of a long-term brand alliance that Nike believes will transform women's basketball's entire commercial foundation. Consider the infrastructure they've already constructed: custom logo development that functions across different product lines, facility branding that places Clark next to Nike's most elite performers, distribution approach that uses fan communities and social platforms, product pipeline that builds scarcity and premium market position. This represents a 9-figure bet on Clark's marketing potential. Nike's standard endorsement contracts for rookies typically range from $2 to $4 million per year. Clark's reported 8-year $28 million deal signed before the 2024 WNBA draft puts her at $3.5 million annually. But the serious money comes from product revenue. If Nike creates a signature shoe that captures just 2% of the women's basketball footwear market, that equals over $140 million in yearly revenue based on current market data. Clark earns a royalty percentage on every item sold featuring her name or logo. That's how athlete fortunes get built. Jordan doesn't earn most of his Nike income from his base salary. He makes it from Jordan brand revenue sharing. Nike is establishing that identical framework for Clark. Now think about the timing. Clark has stayed relatively quiet since the Fever's playoff exit in September. She appeared on the New Heights podcast with Jason and Travis Kelce in October, which created massive engagement, but beyond that, she avoided the spotlight while WNBA offseason chaos unfolded around her. Angel Reese's injury situation, the Aces coaching transitions, expansion draft rumor. Clark let other narratives take center stage while she focused privately on her brand partnerships. That kind of strategic maturity is rare for any 22-year-old, and Nike's decision to organize this elaborate headquarters showcase during the offseason, when sports media attention gets scattered, proves they understand Clark's fanbase doesn't follow traditional sports calendar patterns. Her supporters stay engaged all year long. I monitor her offseason moves with the same passion they brought to her college games. This opens up a special marketing window. Nike can drop products, content, and campaigns during the WNBA offseason without fighting for attention against game coverage. They control both the story and the timing. That's incredibly valuable leverage that most athlete partnerships can't deliver. The cultural influence reaches far beyond sales numbers. Clark's visibility is transforming how young girls see basketball as something they want to pursue. Youth participation in girls' basketball programs rose 23% in 2024, according to the National Federation of State High School Associations. Equipment purchases for girls' basketball gear are surging. Nike wants to become the brand that captures this demographic as they grow into buying power. If Clark stays the face of women's basketball for the next 10 years, Nike's early investment sets them up to control that entire market. But there's definitely risk in this approach. Clark has to keep performing at this level. She has to avoid injuries that could destroy her career path. She has to handle the intense spotlight that comes with being the WNBA's most recognizable player, and she has to manage all of this while dealing with pressure from being positioned as the league's potential savior. That's an unfair load to carry, but it's her current reality. The WNBA needs superstars who can boost ratings and generate revenue. Clark provided that in her rookie year. Now everyone expects her to keep doing it for the next 15 years. Nike is gambling she'll deliver. The Fever are constructing their entire franchise around that belief, and the league's expansion strategies assume her continued prominence. So when you watch footage of Caitlin Clark touring Nike headquarters, surrounded by branded products and premium treatment, recognize what you're actually seeing. This isn't just an athlete visiting a sponsor, it's the construction of a commercial dynasty that could completely change how women's sports business works. The real question isn't whether Nike is investing heavily in Clark. The footage makes that completely obvious. The question is whether this investment will produce the returns Nike is projecting, whether Clark can maintain the performance and popularity that justifies this entire infrastructure, whether the WNBA's business approach can adapt quickly enough to maximize her drawing power. Because here's the harsh reality: if Clark's career doesn't develop the way Nike is betting, this whole operation becomes a warning story about overhyping athletes before they've demonstrated long-term sustainability. But if she succeeds, if she becomes the game-changing figure that Nike believes she can be, then this Nike headquarters showcase will be remembered as the turning point when women's basketball finally broke through into mainstream commercial success. What's your take? Is Nike's massive investment in Caitlin Clark smart business, or are they creating unrealistic expectations that could backfire? Share your thoughts below, smash that subscribe button, and let's keep following how this develops as we move toward the next season.